Good morning. Day 70 of hiking the Appalachian Trail in 100 days. Close to 2 hours in today already, and doing well. Came down off the mountain that I was on overnight, then had a little bit of flat and ups and downs, and then now I'm headed up another mountain. I don't really know what this one's called, but I think I'm more than halfway up at this point, and the climb isn't too bad. I saw a section hiker and chatted with him a bit. He's going southbound as well, so I hiked with him for a few minutes and talked. His name was Gimpy. He said he started section hiking in 1989, and then he had bad knees after that, so he stopped hiking basically, and then recently got knee replacement, so he's back at it. He doesn't look super old, like 50s probably, but he actually passed me again because I stopped to fill up my water just a little bit so I can make it just a little bit further. So going about 24.5 miles is the plan today to make it into Perrysburg, and doing all right so far. Man, the trail has been kind of overgrown today. This section isn't too bad, but earlier, just 20 minutes ago maybe, I was going through grasses that were like chest high, waist chest high in some places, so that was kind of annoying. I mean, there was still a trail, but the grasses were very overgrown and hanging over the trail. So, like I said, kind of annoying, and scratched my legs a bunch, and definitely gonna check for ticks a few times throughout the day, since that's a good place to get them. But doing well. It's almost 11 o'clock, and I've gone close to 12 miles, I think. So just about halfway done for the day, and finding my rhythm and pace a little bit better today, I think. And also the terrain is somewhat easier in terms of there's less elevation. So after I got up that first climb of the day, about 6 miles in-ish, there hasn't been too much elevation, some ups and downs here, but lots of fairly flat sections and gradual climbs. So one of the first good views today, so that's nice. But doing well. Almost about noon, and a little bit over 15 miles in for the day, so less than 10 to go, which will definitely get me to town earlier than I've been getting into camp recently. I think this is the view someone mentioned where you can kind of look back on, or no, I think I'll see that tomorrow, Angel's Rest, but I think I've probably done some of those mountains back there. But starting this descent down, and over the next few miles there's a decent amount of descent, and then a few miles of ups and downs before I get to town. Quite spectacular view actually here. Pretty impressive. Cannot complain too much about that for sure. Got less than a mile here till I stop for my break for the day, and Hopefully there will be water where I'm planning to stop. Not entirely sure, but if there's not, I'll definitely be able to make it to town without being too thirsty, but it would be nice if there was water so I could be a bit more hydrated, but we'll see. That's the rice field shelter over there. You can see that. And yeah, so going well today. Some more good views here. And looking forward to getting into town in a few hours. Another bear sighting. Not sure if you can see it through the woods, but it's moving. Oh, there you go. That's a good shot. I think there's another one somewhere, but I haven't seen it. Good news is it's moving kind of uphill and away from me. There's a turtle here, and it's bigger than a lot of the ones I've seen. It also has this cool orange color on the front of its neck and legs, so that's pretty neat. Got about 3 miles left for the day to Cross Avenue, which is the road that goes into Pearisburg about a mile. In my original schedule, I wasn't planning to be here till tomorrow morning. I was planning to have about 9 or 10 miles in the morning to get into town. But I think it's before 2:30 now, so I should be at that road by 3:30 at the latest. I think I should be able to get to the post office without too much trouble this afternoon. It closes at 4:30. And then my shoes actually arrived at a hostel that I shipped them to today. So I might try to get those this afternoon as well. And then I can... Oh wow, there's another turtle. See, this one is all yellow on the front. So if I get all the stuff done in town this afternoon, for the most part, then I don't have to wait around as long in the morning for stuff to open, because I think the post office doesn't open till 9. And I'll probably stop at this gear store as well and get some fuel, and I might get some gaiters if they have them for your ankles, just to kind of protect your well, they're just to protect your feet and socks so you don't get all kinds of dirt and sand in your feet and socks. So might try to do that. Train! Walking along a road here. Gonna cross under this bridge, and then I think somehow the AT actually goes up onto that bridge, or maybe another bridge, I don't know, to cross a river. Crossing the new river here. I guess I'm not sure. Maybe this is a stupid thing to say, but I wonder if this is the same new river that's in West Virginia and goes through New River Gorge. I guess it probably is, because West Virginia, you know, they touch and everything for a good bit, but I guess I just never thought that the new river came down all the way here. But some nice views up of the mountains over there, so that's neat as well. If I didn't say it already, just about 1.5 miles to go for the day. just about 10 minutes of hiking left for the day, and I'm planning to stay at a free church hostel tonight. And I read they'll even pick you up at the trailhead for free, so I called the guy and he's coming to pick me up. And he even said the hostel is kind of away from the center of town. He even said he'll take me into town. We can stop at the post office. We can stop at the gear store, so I can definitely get the fuel and maybe some gators if they have them. And he even said he'll take me to the Angel's Rest hostel so I can get my Amazon package, and then he'll take me to the church hostel. So I thought that was super generous. I told him, hey, I'll just walk into town, it's like a mile, and go to the post office and all that jazz, so don't waste your time. But he seemed more than happy to take me around and basically just hang out a little bit, shuttle me around. So that's super awesome. So far he seems like a super great guy, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm here at the hostel, and Twig, the driver, was super awesome. He drove me to the post office, and then the gear store was right next door. So I got one of these. This one, I got this bottle of fuel, and they didn't have any gators, so I didn't have to consider that. And then we went to the other hostel in town, and I got my shoes, which I'll show you in a little bit. But I just kind of got my food here and my box with my resupply. So I usually, when I get a box of resupply, I kind of take most of my food out of my old food bags. So these two right here are my food bags, just so I can kind of get it all organized the way I want it. So this one's completely empty right now. There's a little bit in here, but this is my resupply. Got the peaches that I like, got a bag of tortillas, some Mountain House meals, some of these Knorr rice and pasta meals, got the jerky. This is basically a 5 days resupply, so it's a lot of food. The Mountain House meals, got the pepperoni, lots of ramen in there, honey stingers, peanut butter, got these Belvita bars, the multivitamins, and then some of these little peach gummies that I like, and the Pop-Tarts. And it looks like he threw in some tuna this time as well. So a lot of food here. Got to pack it into all these bags, which is what I'm going to work on doing right now. All right, so got that all packaged up. This one is totally sealed. This bag still has a little bit that has to go into it in the morning before I leave. My toothbrush will have to go in there, and then I'm going to wash my pot in the sink tonight, so I'll put that in there as well. And then this I'll eat in the morning for breakfast, and this is part of my dinner. I heard about this barbecue place in town that gave free meals to hikers, and there's these basically like receipts that are already paid for meals, and you just pick one and they'll make it for you. So I had that I ate that when I got to the hostel here. But this is my typical dinner. I made it all in one pot just because they had a bigger pot here. So it's the 2 packs of the easy mac and cheese plus a pack of ramen. So it has the ramen seasoning and the mac and cheese seasoning, so maybe it won't be the best. And then also I had a pack of chicken still, so that's in there as well. So I think I overcooked the mac and cheese noodles just a little bit, but I'm sure it'll still be good, and I probably won't even be super full after eating it. So these are my current shoes that I've been wearing for a little over 2 weeks and about 320 miles. And you can see in there, it's hard to see, but right here is where the cut is in the bottom, and that's kind of like trying to get it to focus. Yeah, there you go. That's like a stone that's in the bottom there that's kind of wedged in there. And you can see here there's like a hole here, and there's like stones wedged in there. So like I said, it hasn't really been an issue to where it's hurting, but I feel like that could easily become something really bad really quickly that's really hurting my foot. So I got these shoes, La Sportiva. It's called the Ultra Raptor 2, and just immediately when I looked at them, they just looked way better, and I think more what I'm looking for. The bottom is just like so much more durable, and just seems a lot stronger, and they feel good on my feet, I think. I'm probably going to go down to Walmart to get some ice cream, and I'm probably going to wear them down there just to get a little bit of feel for it. And there's a scale here at the hostel as well, so I weighed myself, and I was 164, at least before, after eating the barbecue, but before eating my ramen and mac and cheese. So about maintaining the same weight I was close to 2.5 weeks ago when my mom brought the scale, but I haven't really gained any either. The hostel has bikes, which is awesome. So I'm just riding down the hill a little bit to the Walmart to get some ice cream, and might stop at McDonald's as well for a little bit of extra food, if I'm being honest, because could definitely, like, I was a little full after that ramen and mac and cheese, but that was a little bit ago. I've been sitting around editing some videos a little bit, so could definitely eat a lot more now, so we'll see. Riding back from the Walmart and McDonald's now. I don't know how well you can see it there, but the sun rays just shining through the clouds over there, and I think that up there is probably, if I had to guess, Angel's Rest, which I'll be climbing up tomorrow morning. So that should be exciting. I did end up getting the full half gallon of chocolate milk. I said that probably wasn't a good idea, but I figured since I had tonight and tomorrow morning, I wouldn't have to hammer it in quite as quickly, and I'd still be able to get in the calories without absolutely stuffing myself. In bed here for the night at the hostel. I feel like a little bit spoiled and a little bit like I'm living in luxury here. I stayed at a hostel, what was it, Friday afternoon and evening, and that one was $30. And today is Tuesday evening. Did a lot more miles today. Only did like 17 on Friday to get to that hostel, and I did 24.5 today. So more miles today feels more worth it, but this one is free. They have a $10 suggested donation for utilities, which I did pay because, I don't know, this place is just great, and the guy, Twig, the caretaker, is just super nice. So I really appreciate him and the people that make this place possible. There's a little kitchen and fridge with there's some food, and there's fresh eggs in the fridge, so I might make 1 or 2 of those in the morning. And yeah, it's just a pretty awesome place, and the guy, like I said, Twig, is super nice, and he said he hiked part of the trail in like 2015 and then stopped here and then came back in 2016 to keep going on the trail, and then they convinced him to like stay and take care of the place a little bit, and then sometime a few years later he became like the full-time caretaker. So just a great guy and super helpful, so I appreciate that. And yeah, good day. 24.5 miles, like I said. Got to the road at like 3:30, and he picked me up and took me around town to do all my errands and stuff like that. And yeah, just chilled out this evening, edited some videos, caught up on that, and went to the Walmart and McDonald's to get some extra food, which was great. And ended the hiking at Cross Avenue, which is at mile 1561.